The Bhagavad Gita is a dialogue between Prince Arjuna and Lord Krishna, taking place on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Amidst moral dilemmas, Krishna imparts spiritual wisdom to guide Arjuna toward fulfilling his duty. Bhagavad Gita chapter 12, Bhakti Yoga, is a profound guide to understanding the transformative power of devotion and surrender to the divine. Krishna emphasizes that Bhakti Yoga, or the path of loving devotion, is accessible to people at all stages of spiritual development. This chapter serves as an inspiring manual for seekers who aspire to connect deeply with God through faith, love, and simplicity. Krishna begins by addressing Arjuna's inquiry regarding the two paths to spiritual realization: devotion to the personal God, Saguna Brahman, and meditation on the formless absolute, Nirguna Brahman. While acknowledging the validity of both paths, Krishna underscores the practicality and ease of devotion for most people. He explains how Bhakti Yoga fosters a personal and direct connection with God, making it a suitable path for the majority of seekers. Krishna elaborates on the essence of surrender in Bhakti Yoga. By renouncing attachments and dedicating all actions to God, devotees free themselves from the bondage of worldly existence. This path is not merely about external rituals, but requires an unwavering focus on God as the supreme goal of life. Through surrender, faith, and a heart-centered approach, devotees transcend the limitations of intellect and ego to experience divine union. The qualities of a true devotee are central to chapter 12. Krishna describes the virtues that endear devotees to him, such as equanimity, detachment, simplicity, and compassion. These qualities reflect the inner transformation that Bhakti Yoga brings, leading to a life of selflessness, peace, and unwavering faith. Krishna concludes with an assurance that such devotion leads to liberation, eternal bliss, and the ultimate union with God. Arjuna's question, manifest versus unmanifest. Arjuna opens chapter 12 by seeking clarity from Krishna, asking whether devotion to a personal God, Saguna Brahman, or meditation on the formless absolute, Nirguna Brahman, is superior. This question reflects the dual paths in spirituality, one rooted in a tangible, relatable form of divinity, and the other in an abstract, philosophical concept of the divine. Krishna responds with wisdom and practicality. While both paths ultimately lead to liberation, he emphasizes the accessibility of devotion to a personal God. For embodied beings, forming a loving relationship with a personal deity is more natural than meditating on the unmanifest, which demands exceptional discipline and detachment. Krishna's guidance acknowledges the diversity in human capacities, encouraging Arjuna and others to choose the path most suited to their nature. By advocating Bhakti Yoga, Krishna highlights its transformative simplicity. Loving devotion allows for a direct and heart-centered connection with God, bypassing the intellectual complexities often associated with the formless path. This makes Bhakti Yoga an inclusive path, welcoming seekers of all dispositions. The manifest-unmanifest discussion illustrates the Gita's inclusive approach to spirituality. It reassures seekers that regardless of their chosen path, sincere efforts lead to the same ultimate truth, union with the divine. Devotion, a path of love and surrender. Verses 6 to 7 encapsulate the essence of Bhakti Yoga as a path of surrender and unwavering faith. Krishna urges devotees to relinquish the sense of doership, offering all actions and thoughts to him. By making God the ultimate goal of life, devotees free themselves from the ocean of worldly existence, samsara. Surrender lies at the heart of Bhakti Yoga. It involves trusting Krishna's divine will and releasing the ego's grip on control. This act of surrender does not signify passivity. Instead, it represents a conscious choice to align one's will with the divine. Through such alignment, devotees experience freedom from worldly attachments and the anxieties of daily life. Krishna's assurance of liberation for steadfast devotees brings hope and inspiration. By meditating on him and maintaining unwavering faith, devotees transcend the dualities of pleasure and pain, joy and sorrow. This faith-based approach fosters a deep and personal relationship with God, enriching both spiritual and worldly life. Bhakti Yoga stands out for its emphasis on love and surrender. Unlike other paths that rely heavily on intellectual understanding or rigorous discipline, devotion celebrates the power of the heart. It invites seekers to let love guide them towards spiritual fulfillment and eternal bliss. Practical steps to cultivate devotion. Krishna offers a structured and inclusive approach to cultivating devotion, recognizing that individuals have different levels of capacity and readiness. He outlines a progressive path, providing seekers with practical methods to grow in their spiritual journey. 1. Focus entirely on God. Verse 8. Krishna advises devotees to fix their minds and intellect on Him. By making God the center of all thoughts and actions, life becomes a continuous act of worship. 2. Practice devotion through repetition. Verse 9. For those who find single-minded focus difficult, Krishna recommends engaging in regular prayers, rituals, or meditation. Consistency is key to deepening one's relationship with the divine. 3. Perform actions for God. Verse 10. Krishna encourages offering every activity, whether mundane or significant, as a service to God. This transforms daily life into a sacred practice. 4. Renounce attachment to results. Verse 11. For seekers unable to dedicate all actions to God, Krishna suggests renouncing the fruits of actions. By letting go of expectations, one attains inner peace. 5. Emphasize knowledge and meditation. Verse 12. Krishna highlights that renunciation of results surpasses meditation. This approach fosters tranquility and cultivates wisdom, creating a foundation for deeper devotion. These practical steps accommodate diverse seekers, ensuring that everyone can progress on the spiritual path, regardless of their starting point. The qualities of a true devotee. Krishna provides a detailed account of the virtues that characterize a true devotee. These qualities serve as a benchmark for spiritual growth and demonstrate the transformative power of Bhakti Yoga. 1. Equanimity. Verses 18-19. Devotees treat friends and foes alike and remain unaffected by life's dualities, such as honor and dishonor or happiness and misery. This balanced outlook reflects inner peace. 2. Detachment. Freedom from material attachments, ego, and possessiveness is central to a devotee's life. By releasing the need to control or own, they cultivate simplicity and contentment. 3. Simplicity and silence. Devotees avoid unnecessary chatter and focus on speaking truthfully and sparingly. This disciplined use of speech preserves energy and fosters mindfulness. 4. Contentment and gratitude. True devotees accept life's circumstances with gratitude, viewing all experiences, whether joyful or painful, as gifts from God. 5. Steadiness and faith. Amidst external challenges, devotees remain unwavering in their focus on God. This faith anchors them, providing strength and resilience. By embodying these qualities, devotees not only grow spiritually, but also inspire others to pursue the path of devotion. Universal compassion and service. Bhakti Yoga extends beyond personal devotion to encompass universal compassion and selfless service. A true devotee sees the divine in all beings, treating every interaction as an opportunity to serve God. This perspective fosters humility, kindness, and a deep sense of interconnectedness. Devotees act selflessly for the welfare of others, contributing to a harmonious and compassionate world. Their lives become a reflection of divine love in action. Through universal compassion, Bhakti Yoga bridges the gap between personal spirituality and collective well-being, highlighting the transformative potential of devotion. Overcoming dualities. Krishna emphasizes the importance of transcending life's dualities, such as happiness and sorrow, praise and criticism, and pleasure and pain. He reminds devotees that these experiences are temporary fluctuations of the mind. By recognizing the fleeting nature of these emotions, devotees learn to remain unaffected by external circumstances. This equanimity arises from the understanding that the soul is eternal and untouched by worldly changes. Krishna encourages devotees to view life as part of God's divine play, Leela. This shift in perspective brings inner peace and freedom from attachment, allowing devotees to navigate life with grace and balance. The power of devotion. Krishna concludes chapter 12 with a powerful affirmation. Those who embody faith, humility, and unwavering devotion achieve union with Him. Such devotees transcend the cycle of birth and death, attaining eternal peace and bliss. This assurance highlights the transformative potential of Bhakti Yoga. Through love and surrender, devotees overcome worldly limitations and realize their divine nature, fulfilling the ultimate goal of life. Devotion, Krishna teaches, is not merely a practice but a way of being that leads to eternal joy and liberation. Core messages of chapter 12. Bhakti as the supreme path. Devotion is the most practical and fulfilling spiritual path, accessible to people from all walks of life. The power of surrender. Surrendering to God frees devotees from the burdens of ego and worldly attachments. Inner transformation through virtues. Cultivating humility, compassion, and equanimity fosters spiritual growth and brings one closer to God. Union with the divine. Devotion transcends intellectual inquiry, offering a direct path to eternal bliss and liberation. In conclusion, Chapter 12 of the Bhagavad Gita celebrates the transformative power of devotion. Krishna emphasizes that through love, faith, and surrender, seekers can overcome worldly dualities and achieve union with the divine. This path is not about renouncing life, but about infusing it with spiritual meaning. By dedicating one's actions, thoughts, and emotions to God, a devotee finds inner peace and fulfillment, ultimately attaining liberation. Bhakti Yoga is a journey of the heart, offering a simple yet profound way to connect with the eternal truth. Please like, subscribe, and share to spread the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you.